Do I look like I'm okay? Yeah, exactly.
Hard times, gonna make you wonder why you even try. Hard times, and I'm gonna get your rock bottom.
I think what stresses me out the most is I'm really afraid of failure. So I work really hard and then I end up overworking myself.
I chew gum constantly because I have halitophobia, which is the fear of bad breath, and I feel like everybody can smell my breath all the time.
If I have an interaction with another person, I think about it for the rest of the day, and I overthink everything I say to other people. And that causes me so much stress because I'm like, oh my God, am I annoying? Am I weird? Like, what do they think of me? Especially with boys.
Use your energy, your stressful energy, to just sit down and take it out. Whatever you do, if you're a painter, paint how you feel. If you're a musician, sing about how you feel. Because that's a very potent energy that you're using, and that's why I'll be making videos.
I think it's actually more normal to not be okay than it is to be okay, because I would say 90% of the time, there's something in the depths of my mind that's not doing so good.
There was one night where I woke up in the middle of the night and I had this huge knot in my stomach and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And it wasn't because of anything. There wasn't anything crazy happening in my life. It just happened because that's something that happens when you have anxiety. And I had to go to the hospital and it was really bad. But I got through it. I'm alive. No one is ever gonna be like, I'm on top of the world every single day of their life. There has to be lows to have highs.
It's okay to not feel okay and to ask for help from other people around you. There's help out there and it's waiting for you, so go and get it.
I think it's really important to talk about mental health. It's something that's really stigmatized, which is odd because almost every single person deals with a different mental health issue throughout their lives.
Have people in your life that you can talk about it with, and that's something that's really important and 100% necessary, if not mandatory for survival. You can't deal with it on your own.
I have anxiety and I understand myself more than I did before when I was younger. Anxiety is not me, but it's a part of me. So if you have anxiety, embrace that.
People look at therapy and they're like, oh, that's rude. Why would you recommend therapy to me? You think I'm crazy? I've kind of seen both sides of the spectrum of being depressed, where it's I'm young and I can't afford therapy. And then I'm an adult and I can't afford therapy. I'm a huge advocate for going to therapy. I think everyone should go to therapy, and it's not something to be afraid of.
And also, it's kind of fun when you realize, hey, a lot of us are depressed. Let's make jokes about it instead of all being depressed.
Self-care is taking care of not just your physical health, but definitely also mental health. So obviously making sure you shower and brush your teeth.
Exercising, eating well, making sure you're getting enough sleep, which I don't do any of those things. I think that those things are also really important because if you don't do those, you'll lose your mind. I'm insane, so.
Sometimes life moves so quickly, you kind of forget about yourself, and then that to me personally leads to so much stress, and then I'll be in the middle of a bunch of people and be I need to be alone and I need to do a face mask, goodbye. And then you take one day and you're just today I'm going to make sure to give back to myself and do some things to slow my life down.
Sometimes that's just closing my eyes and listening to a Beyonce album, or just looking at pictures of Solange because she's beautiful. And I think of all the people in the world, she understands self-care the most. Self-care is the Knowles family.
Sometimes if I don't have my alone time, it's a little scary sometimes, just a little bit, just a little scary.
It happened to me one time where I had this whole week of just hanging out with people, and I sort of had this panic attack after leaving the last session of these hangouts. Who am I? Oh my gosh.
If you're just all over the place and with this person, with that person, you start to be more like those people and you lose what's inside of you.
When I don't have enough alone time, everybody in the room is gonna feel it. I might not even say anything, and that's gonna be the problem, because I'm gonna be sitting there and everybody gonna feel my energy. It's just gonna be a fire. Just all cue the fire. Just fire all around me. But I'm just sitting there like this.
I think physical health definitely influences mental health, because after I work out or something, I feel good, I feel awesome, and it releases hormones or something too. It's actually scientifical that physical health improves mental health.
I think that exercise is one of the best things that you can do for your mind because it actually it releases all of the stress. You're so angry, focused about I need to hold this plank. Why does this hurt so much that you forget about all the problems that you had earlier?
Once I got broken up with and I was devastated, so I was like, you know what? Instead of being an ass to other people, I'm just gonna go punch this bag, and it totally worked.
At times I will go many days without seeing people. Who cares if I haven't brushed my hair in 3 days? Who cares if my hair is a literal rat's nest? It doesn't matter, but it does matter because I don't feel good that way.
And again, what would the beautiful women of the Knowles family be doing? I'm venturing to say getting a massage, maybe, doing a few jumping jacks, drinking a smoothie. WWTBWONFD. What would the beautiful women of the Knowles family be doing? I messed it up, but you know what I mean.
Empathy means feeling for other people.
There are situations in life that I struggle to empathize with because I'm like, okay, come on. Somebody will break a nail and they'll be so upset about it. And I'm like, just get over it. But to them, it's a big deal.
When I was a teen, I don't think I was very empathetic, but not without lack of trying. I think it was because I was just so nervous about myself that I was really self-centered.
The world isn't just you. The world is not centered around you. My dad tells me that every single day. You need to be there for other people. It's a community everywhere you go.
I feel like if we start analyzing in our brain, what did they say, why did they say it, and what's the background behind this, and we just reply rather than react, we can go really far with this thing called life, we call life thing.
Goodness gracious, this relationship is full of so much hatred. I guess
Back in the day, there was this thing called Ask FM. And it was basically this thing where you could ask questions anonymously.